Hi, I'm Tony Schultz. I've been the owner of Big T Productions in Boston, Massachusetts for over 30 years. I'm a musician, audio engineer, producer, and audio educator, in addition to wearing all the other hats of running a small business. I don't have a technical background, and I've never been able to diagnose issues or make repairs to my own equipment. Whenever something happened, it was usually a major breakdown, and everything came to a halt until the repair was able to be made. Even though I knew how important it was, I've never had the budget to even consider owning any of the test and measurement products available over the years. I became aware of the APx500 Flex Measurement software by Audio Precision when it was used to test some connections and microphone specs at the studio. I was excited about the possibility of being able to do a routine studio health check from my laptop on a regular basis to make sure that everything was working properly. I thought that I could minimize or maybe avoid some of the unexpected incidents at the studio by testing things more often and identifying minor issues in advance. As a Mac user, I wasn't able to use PC-based applications and was hesitant to try to use a dual-platform application like Boot Camp on my laptop. I finally took the leap and was able to install Windows 10 as a parallel system. I was surprised when it worked so well and can now easily boot up the computer using Windows whenever I need to use the APx500 Flex Measurement software. I wanted to share some examples of how I use the software. Using my Lynx Aurora audio interface, I'm able to test the connections of tie lines to the patch bay and the inputs and outputs of the mixer. This is especially useful for checking connections after new wiring has been done. I can check new and used gear to make sure that signal is passing properly and measure any noise that may be showing up. I can also check mixer channels. On my mixer, the test revealed a negative 10 dB difference on channel 1. I suspected there was something within the console causing the difference. Unknown to me at the time, I discovered that my console has a variable attenuation feature after the attenuation switch that gives independent control on each channel. Sure enough, channel 1 was set to negative 10 dB. This was probably set by the previous owner, who might have needed to attenuate signal from an outboard preamp coming in on the insert returns. Just because speakers look like they are set up in a perfect triangle with the listening position doesn't mean the time alignment is accurate. Speaker positions can be easily moved without knowing. This is an easy thing to check and the most frequent of the tests I perform using the software. You also want to make sure that the output gain of each speaker is consistent. This was a concern I had with my Mackies, which have a small gain knob to control the output gain of each speaker. I usually just turn them both up all the way, expecting a consistent level, but that doesn't mean they're going to be the same. I can test the mics in the studio on occasion and compare the results to the frequency response given by the manufacturer. In my case, when I compared the responses of each of my 3 Sennheiser 421s, I noticed a major difference with one of them. When checking the mics, you want to make sure you use the same mic cable for each test for accuracy. Now that I know how to use the software to keep up with things in the studio, it has become an extension of my services to clients to test their gear and connections in their own home studios. When I discover a problem that needs to be handled by a technician for a repair, I already know where the issue is and can cut down on some of the time needed for diagnostics by the technician. The APx500 Flex Measurement software has proven to be an amazing tool for keeping my studio in good working order.